How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a really great morning so far. Hope you're ready to do some yoga. We're going to go ahead and start on our mats. I always like to start seated, so then, most of the time I like to start seated. So let's go ahead and do that. Find a comfortable seat. And then today I have Bella and Bruno in here, so we'll see if they will not distract us and not fight and play around. Hopefully they'll just lay down and go to sleep. But I want you to rock the sit bones from side to side. Today's practice is all about finding strength through our stillness. A lot of times we rush through our day. We feel like we are inadequate. Sometimes we put too much on our to-do list. Sometimes we are overdoing it. So I want you to take some time today to tune into the stillness part of your practice and find the strength through each pose. And then maybe think about how that translates off the mat into your day. How can you slow down to be more a part of what you're doing? So as we close the eyes, lift up through the sternum, grow tall through the spine, and start the day with a smile on your face. Doesn't matter how we got out of bed, we always have the opportunity to make a change in our emotions and our attitude. So if you woke up feeling happy and inspired, breathe deeply into that feeling. But if you woke up maybe on the opposite side of the bed, maybe feeling a little bit sluggish, use this opportunity to shift the feelings within so you can change and make your day how you want it to be. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart. All together, we'll take 3 cleansing breaths. Begin inhaling through the nose. Nice, slow inhale, pause at the top, and then open the mouth, sigh everything out. And then we'll do that again, find the pause at the bottom. And then inhale through the nose, pause, and then slowly exhale out of the mouth. And then one last time. Big, deep inhale. Pause at the top. And then with more control, slowly breathe all of that breath out of the mouth. Go ahead and seal your lips now. Focus on your conscious breath, breathing deeply and rhythmically through the nose. And give your breath a sound as you breathe in and out of the nose. And we'll switch the crossing of the legs. Rock the sit bones from side to side. Keep the eyes closed. Grow tall through the spine once again. On your inhale with the eyes closed, use the inhale to lift the arms up. Feel the palms touch overhead. And then when you exhale, I want you to hinge forward. Come all the way down. Be careful not to rock the sit bones up. So use the palms to press the sit bones down. And then with that length through the back, the connection of the sit bones to the ground, walk the arms forward. Find some length through the back of the body. You can tuck the chin here, and that's going to help encourage the length through the back. Feel any tension here. Send your breath to any tightness. And take another full cycle of breath. Maybe walk the fingers out just a little bit more. Find a little bit more stretch. And I want you to stay hinged forward. Stay low. Take a big inhale here. And then use your exhale to walk the fingers over to the right. So you'll walk all the way over. Feel a stretch along the left side of the torso. And just in this one pose, I should be mirroring you. It's not going to always be the case. My lefts and rights get a little bit confused. Keep walking all the way over to the right side. And then pause here for a moment. And that stretch along the left low part of the back should be very gentle. So if it feels tight or if there's a little bit of too much pain, then just lay off, walk back towards center. And then find stillness. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. You'll use your inhale to slowly walk into center, slow as possible. And then use the exhale to start walking all the way over to the left side. Press the palms down so that both sit bones ground into the floor. And then feel now maybe a little stretch along the low part of the right side of the back. Once you find that place of stillness, reconnect back to your breath. Maybe soften somewhere in the body. For me, I needed to soften through my right shoulder. Maybe you need to relax your jaw. Take another full breath. I want you to inhale, come back to center. Rise all the way up. Extend the legs out in front of you. Rock the sit bones back from side to side. So I like to do this just so we're rooting down into the floor. Flex the feet so that the toes point up. And it helps when you flex the feet, push the heels forward, but feel the inner thighs rotating down. That'll help the toes point more up. And then feel the sit bones ground down. It's almost like you're standing on the floor. As we inhale, I want you to bring the arms out to cactus. Bring the right elbow underneath the left so that the backs of the hands touch, or maybe circle the palms to touch. Lift the elbows somewhere in line with the shoulders and press the palms away from the face. Soft shoulder blades here. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. You'll inhale to unwind back to cactus. Lift through the heart, look up. As you exhale, left elbow underneath the right. Backs of the hands touch, or maybe you circle the palms. Elbows come in line with the shoulders. Press the palms away from the face. Close the eyes. Full breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale to unwind back to cactus. Lift through the heart, look up. And then we're going to bring the hands down, cross over the ankles, and come into a plank pose. If you want, you can always start with table pose. I just like to get right into plank. You guys probably know by now that that's probably one of my favorite positions. I don't know why. I think it's just a full body pose, and it gets through the whole entire body, and it helps to build that strength and confidence. So as you reach the heels back, be careful not to lift the booty up too high. We're not downward facing dog. We want to have a straight line of energy. But sometimes the hips get too heavy, and so we end up sagging the hips. So we're not an upward facing dog or cobra either. Find length through the body. And then use the entire body in this pose. Press the palms into the floor so you lift the chest away from the floor. Belly button comes towards the spine, so the core is helping lift the body. Soften the shoulder blades down the back. Both legs are engaged, so keep that engagement. Firm legs, backs of the thighs lift up. Take another breath in, pressing the palms into the floor, and then use your exhale to pull the hips up and back, come into your downward facing dog. You can make any adjustments you need to, but look at the palms. Make sure that the palms, the fingers are spread nice and wide, and you're rotating the weight between the pointer finger and thumb. And then use that leverage to push the heart closer to the front of the thighs. And then maybe give your head a shake yes here. Get any tension out. Maybe a shake no. And then pause here. Soften the heels down towards the floor. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale to raise the right leg up. Look forward. You're going to help the foot between the palms. So walk it forward as much as possible. Sink into that front knee so you see that 90-degree angle. The right knee is pointing towards the middle toe. And then if the knees are a little bit tender, then you're going to have a little bit more work. You can keep the left leg firm instead of lowering the knee. If you're okay with lowering the knee, then we'll lower the knee down to the ground. Press into the ball of the right foot. Everyone is, no matter if the leg is lifted or down onto the ground. So the right ball of the foot, so driving down into the floor. And then on your inhale, use those core muscles to come all the way up. Rotate the pinkies towards one another. And then notice if we're hinging forward, right? We're still pressing into the ball of that foot, but I want you to lift the torso up. See if you can pull the torso somewhere over the hips. And then if this is too much for the arms, bring the hands to the heart. Wherever you are, find that gazing point, something that is not moving on the floor, maybe 3 or 4 feet in front of you. Soften the shoulders, come back to your breath. Deep, full cycles of breath. So if that leg is lifted, you're probably feeling a little bit more tension in that, or a little bit more strength in that left thigh. So keep the leg engaged if it's the left knee is lifted. And then we're going to inhale everyone to lift the fingertips up. As you exhale, open up into cactus. Lift the heart up, look up. Inhale to extend the fingertips. And then exhale, pull the shoulder blades together, look up towards the ceiling. One more time. Inhale, extend the fingertips. Exhale, open up into cactus. Pull the shoulder blades together. Lift the belly button up towards the spine. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Hands are going to come all the way down to the floor. Ground the palms. Step back into plank to find your length. Find your foundation. And then use your next exhale to pull the hips up and back and come into downward facing dog. Full cycle of breath here. In and out. Left leg lifts now. Look forward. Help the foot between the palms. You can start to inch it forward. And I want you to sink into that front knee. Find that 90-degree angle with the left knee. If the right knee is tender, then you're going to keep the leg lifted. And then if not, we're going to go ahead and lower the right knee. Engage the core here already. Soften the shoulders down the back. And then feel the left ball of the foot driving down into the floor. Find your dristi, your focal point. When you're ready, use your next inhale to come all the way up with the arms. Soften through the shoulders. Left knee points towards the middle toe. Feel too if you're pressing forward on this left hip and the hips become out of alignment, pull the left hip back and then sink a little bit deeper into the knee. Let the tailbone release. Deep, full breath wherever you are. And we're all going to inhale to extend the fingertips up. As you exhale, open up into cactus, look up. Again, inhale, extend the fingertips up. Exhale, open up into cactus. One more time. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, open up into cactus and pause here. Lift the heart up. Maybe look up towards the ceiling. And then bring the eyes down to the floor. Hands come to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Deep breath in to grow tall. And then exhale, downward facing dog. You can take a full breath here. Find softness through the body. Start to notice the length that you're creating. And I just want you to come back to stillness here. Start to feel the strength within the legs. Take one more breath. And then we'll inhale, come up onto the tippy toes, big inhale. Use your exhale to bend the knees. At the bottom of your exhales when you're going to step forward into a forward fold. Inhale to find your flat back. You can bring the hands to the shins or keep the fingertips on the floor, but have a long neck. And then exhale, belly button towards the spine, fold forward. Inhale to rise all the way up. Feel the palms touch overhead, look up. Exhale to pull the hands down to the heart. Close the eyes. Root the feet into the floor. Lift up through the heart. You can bring the hands to the sides of the body. Just take a moment here. Bring that smile back onto your face. Notice maybe the heart beating a little bit faster. And so yoga is much more than just stretching. It's not really about stretching at all. It's about this connection, this union with the mind, the body, and the breath. So notice these connections that you start to create. And then keep that smile on your face. Bring the hands to the hips, blink the eyes open. Find your drishti, that focal point that is down on the floor. You want to find something that's not moving. And then we're going to find tree pose. So if you typically have a little bit of challenge with your balance, then use a chair or come over to a wall. And we're going to bring the weight again into that right foot. Ground into the right foot. I like to start with a little kickstand with my big toe. And then bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. So above or below the knee joint. If you press into the calf, feel the calf pressing back into the thigh, or the calf pressing back into the foot. And then if you bring the foot to the thigh, feel the thigh pressing into the foot, and then the equal option of the foot pressing back. And then you can keep the hands at the hips, make sure that they're square to the shoulders. Or maybe you start to extend the fingertips up. Take a full deep breath. And a deep breath out. I'm going to give you the challenge here to stay in this pose. Keep the arms where they are. The option or the challenge will be to bring the arms into eagle arms. So if you do that, we're going to bring the arms out to a T. We'll start this time with the left elbow underneath the right. Find your drishti, your focal point, and breathe. If you come out of it, come right back into it. Keep grounding through the right leg. Find stillness, even if it's just for a moment. Deep, full breath. Now I want you to keep the arms, just release the left leg down, and then bring the hands into mountain pose to the sides of the body. Close the eyes. Deep breath here. And I want you to keep the eyes closed. Start to feel the weight grounding into the left foot. Bring the hands to your hips. Make your kickstand with your big toe. And then blink the eyes open. Find your drishti. So I want you to feel the left leg grounding into the floor. This time I'm not mirroring you. Too challenging to get all the lefts and rights in order. So as you ground the left leg into the floor, to the mat, start to bring the right foot to the calf or to the inside of the left thigh. So tree pose is super challenging. You're finding balance, you're finding strength. Your focus has to be really on point here. And then I want you to find that stability in the left leg. Extend the arms up if that's what you want to do. You can keep them at the hips or the heart. And then just pause here. Find your stillness. Ground through the left leg. And then if you want to do that challenge, bring the arms out to cactus. Right arm underneath the left. Use your drishti. Find eagle arms. See if you can find stillness, even if it's just for a breath or a moment or a second. If you come out of it, come right back into it. And I want you to keep the arms where they are. Just release the right leg down. And then release the hands next to the body. Find mountain pose. Close your eyes once again. So notice now, maybe you feel a little bit more balance and strength in both legs. But take a moment here to be really still. Root the feet down into the ground. Lift up through the heart. And then on your inhale, blink the eyes open. Come to the top of the mat if you're not there already, if you were by a wall. And then we'll sweep the arms up. As you exhale, lead with the heart. Dive all the way down. Inhale to find your flat back. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees, step back, and find your plank pose. So we'll stay in plank pose while I tell you where we're going to go next. We're going to end up coming into hero's pose, which is stacking the spine on the shins. If that doesn't feel good, then I want you to find a comfortable cross-legged position on the booty. So when you're ready, we'll go ahead and come down. Tops of the feet onto the ground, or maybe you just come cross-legged. And sit up nice and tall. Drive the sit bones down into the heels. Lift through the back of the neck. Tuck the chin. Just find a little bit of release through the tops of the thighs and the shins. But reconnect back with the earth, back with this space that you're practicing in. Take a deep, full breath in. And a full breath out. Really nice. Come back into plank pose. Ground the palms, firm the thighs, firm the core. Take an inhale, and then let's lift the sit bones up into downward facing dog. Inhale to come up onto the tippy toes, bend the knees. Bottom of your exhale, you're going to step into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale to find your flat back, crown reaches forward. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale to rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale to bring the hands down to the heart. Close the eyes for a breath in and a breath out. So you'll blink the eyes open. If you need to be by a wall for balance, or if you have a chair, then go ahead and do so. I want you to drop the sit bones, ground the feet nice and firm, come into a chair pose. We're going to start with the weight coming into the right leg. Lift up, come into a little kickstand, find the big left toe. You to sit as low as possible and then cross the left leg all the way over the right. There's not going to be any space between the thighs if possible. Tighten the thighs, and then you can stay here to find your balance with the hands at the heart or at the hips. So we worked on eagle pose earlier in the week. So as you drop the sit bones, it helps to sit down as low as possible, tighten the thighs. Arms out to cactus if you would like, or you can keep them at the heart. Find your drishti, bring the left elbow underneath the right, backs of the hands or the palms touch. Lift the elbows, press the palms away from the face, sit a little bit lower. And again, if you come out of it, come right back in. Deep, full breath in and a full breath out. Keep the arms, unwind the legs, try and balance on that right leg. And then I want you to send it back into warrior three. You can help the toe back, point the left toes down, hover the torso off of the ground, full breath in, and a full breath out. Come back up, left foot meets the right. Circle the palms to mountain pose. Shine the palms forward. Close the eyes. And again, a full breath here. noticing the difference, the instability that you've created. Eyes stay closed, hands to the hips. Drop the sit bones first, come into chair pose. Lift through the heart. Ground through the right leg. I believe ground through the left leg now. And then we're going to cross the right leg all the way over. So you can open the eyes if they aren't. I forgot to tell you to do that. Find your dristi. Sink as low as possible. Lift through the heart. Hands can stay at the heart, or maybe they come out to cactus. If you want to go a little bit further, right elbow underneath the left, backs of the hands or palms touch. Press the forearms away, lift the elbows in line with the shoulders. Find stillness for a moment if you can. And then when you're ready, keep the arms, rise up, ground through the left leg, and then choose to stay here or maybe shoot the right leg back. Find warrior 3 on the opposite side. Find your dristi. Stay connected to your breath. Big, deep, full breath in and out. Inhale to rise all the way up. Circle the palms to mountain pose. Palms shine forward next to the sides of the body. Take a deep, full breath in and out. Really nice, everyone. Feel the legs all fired up. Inhale to sweep the arms up. Look at the palms as they touch. Exhale, lead with the heart, dive forward all the way down over the thighs. Inhale, find your flat back. Roll the weight into the toes. Exhale to forward fold. You're going to bend the knees, plant the palms, step back into our last plank pose. Woohoo! So feel the core firing. Feel the hamstrings really engaged here. Press the shoulders down away from the ears. So you're going to rotate them down or release them down towards the sit bones. Keep pressing the ground away. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Rock the shoulders past the wrists and then use your exhale to lower all the way down as slowly as possible. See if the hips can be the last thing to touch. Once you get all the way down, untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet onto the ground. You're going to roll the shoulders up to the ears and down the back. Elbows hug in. Inhale to lift through the back of the head for a cobra. Stay lifted. Take another breath in. And then exhale to release all the way down. Roll over onto your back. Bring the soles of the feet onto the floor. Just take a moment here. Let the back side of the body release. You can bring the hands to the belly. Connect back with those deep breaths. And so notice how the breath feels now. This awareness and connection to the space that you're in. And then maybe even feeling the strength that you have created within your own body. The union of yoga. So we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees come out wide. Take a full cycle of breath here. Let the body start to relax. Take another full breath. Bring the hands to the outsides of the knees. Lift the feet off the ground. Arms come out to that cactus shape. Let the knees fall over to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder. Take a full cycle breath here. Maybe remember to smile on your face. Feel the heart opening And then just find stillness. Inhale to come back into center. Exhale the knees over to the opposite side. Gaze over the left shoulder. Find stillness for a breath here. And then use your inhale coming back into center. Hug the knees. And then one leg at a time, extend the legs out to the end of the mat. Look down to make sure that the body is straight. Sometimes we end up misaligning our body. And then take a breath here to settle. And then once you find that place of stillness, I want you to hold that stillness. And we're just going to be here for maybe 3 or so breaths. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Use your inhale to sweep the arms up and overhead. Point through the toes. Let's roll over onto our right side. Rest your head on the right arm like a pillow, left palm to touch the ground. And take this moment to invite gratitude into your morning. Think about something that really makes you feel happy. It could be a great piece of avocado toast you had this morning, or a great cup of coffee. Or maybe it was seeing the sunrise. Maybe it was just having a few moments to yourself this morning. Just take a moment, deep, full breath. You'll keep the eyes closed. Press up into your comfortable seated position. Rock the sit bones from side to side and bring the hands together in front of the heart. We'll take our 3 cleansing breaths to close our practice. Deep inhale in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Again, inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And then one last time, bigger inhale. And an open mouth, fuller exhale. And then when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open, keeping that smile on your face. Namaste. Thanks so much for your practice, you guys. I hope you had a really strong practice and you were able to come back into any pose that you came out of, come back to your breath. And that's really what our practice is all about. It's never going to be on point every single day, probably not even one full day, but it's the practice of coming back to the pose, coming back to our mat, coming back to our breath, just like it is off the mat. So I hope you have a really great day. I want to tell Julie happy birthday. I hope she has an awesome, awesome day. And I hope everybody showers her with love and makes sure that she's not doing anything at home. And then you guys all take a great day. Take some time for yourself to breathe and to move. And I will see you on Friday at 9 a.m.